All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is August 16, 2026. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
It's your boy, Pokemon Trigger, please. We're back at it again. And it's been a lovely week. Very chill, catching up.
Aye.
Never have enough space for myself, but
Actually, I got to clean up some space, but it's like, yeah, it is what it is. So, but we had some interesting stuff happen this week in the news, and also some nice rewards, which I'm pretty sure Chris is gonna kill. I'm gonna kill Chris later on today for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like that's the case.
oh yeah.
I don't know. It's just one of those things.
Number 3?
Number 6 for me. But yeah, it's one of those like crazy stuff and everything. Yeah, we'll wrap it up. There's a few things here and there to worry about. But we're here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as everybody else. This episode of the Purified Podcast is brought to you by our Patreon. Everything we do here on the Pokemon Professor Network is powered by our community. You can join our community for supporters and patrons for as little as $1 a month. We offer a range of support tiers and various benefits. All patrons will gain access to our Patreon exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. So don't forget to check us out at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor. If you'd like to become the executive producer of the show, we would greatly appreciate it because it does help out a lot when we get there. But yeah. So this week has been kind of like chill, but also insane in many different ways. I wasn't expecting to get what we got this last Wednesday. But so far, I want to know how your week went. And I guess at that point, just tell me what you got, brother.
Well. Let's look.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to leave like the one thing for like when we talk about it?
Yeah.
Or do you want to talk about it now?
We're talking about the reward, right?
Yeah, we're talking about a little number 2, little master reward.
I'll give me what you have first before you get to that point because I want to actually explain what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, the circumstances for that were so funny.
Hey, not right.
My gosh, where did it start with?
It's like
I guess right here. Yeah, because I think. Yeah, it started with a shiny Snover, I
Right.
believe.
right.
And then after that, it was pretty much all the Nickets. I did get a lucky 15, 15, 14 background Rayquaza
Ooh,
from a trade. Yeah.
ooh, Silver Battle Cup there, brother. Whew.
Well, I got
I'm
like
just-
2 hundo Rayquaza.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm not super worried about it.
But it's a possible Shando, brothers. Come on, it's like
Oh, it's not shiny. It's not shiny. It's a non-shiny background.
trash it.
Yeah, exactly. Transfer. But other than that, it's just like the reward. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all the interesting stuff. I'm just getting close to finishing up the gold bottle cap on my
Mew?
my Mew.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, today was Community Day. Did you get?
Oh yeah, sorry, I did get some of those.
Okay, I was like, he's like, that's it. That you only got like 2. You were happy with it?
Yeah, I got 5, and I was
Oh.
like, that's all I need.
Yeah, no, it's. I even myself, I was like, I was with friends, but after 2 hours, we were like, yeah, I'm done. I don't care about this anymore. I don't want this anymore. So yeah, no, it was one of those like, chill community days, and it wasn't a Sunday. I don't know why they made that decision to make it a Sunday instead of a Saturday. I was just a little confusing in that sense, But anyhow, but that's it, right? That's all you got. No Hondas or anything aside from the
just one. But,
yeah, yeah, right.
But yeah, no, nothing other than that.
Yeah. All right. So I mean, that's a nice haul, regardless, So let's get into mine. I won't share the Hondas until we get to that point. I didn't really get much. I mean, I got a couple of hatches, a couple of trades. I've been doing a lot of trades and remote trades anyways. I got like a shiny Rockruff from a trade. It's a 14, 14, 15 from Australia.
Ooh.
It's not the down form or whatever his other form that, is rare to find. I did get oh my goodness. I did get a 98 shiny Lucario, which was a 14, 15, 15. So yeah, I could Civil Battle Cap this and be ready for the Shando in the future if I want to.
Especially with an extra Mega on the way.
I know that's what I'm probably thinking of, but we'll see how it goes because I'm thinking of other Pokemon at that point. Shiny Togepi from Unhatch, shiny Smallville from just in general. I think it was just like a Gold Plus catch. Shiny Ticketing from a hatch, surprisingly. I did trade for a Pheromosa, shiny Pheromosa from all the way from Germany actually, so that's actually pretty nice. And then more shiny Mewtwo's from like other parts of the world, like a shiny Mewtwo from Tokyo, Japan, or something like that. So it's like cool. I did get 21 shiny Nickets because I tried to at least get a few here and there, but the Go Plus was doing all this work. All right, so before we get into the hundos, and this is the important ones, if you guys know what happened right before the GoFest global event on a Thursday in New York, there was a lot of people
on a Thursday afternoon.
On a Thursday, actually Thursday night, but what happened was that there were some invites to this exclusive event in New York, and in that exclusivity of it, you get to catch two different Mewtwo's. Both of them has a special New York background. One of them was a guaranteed hundo for the people there, and the world exploded. I guess it's like. People were going about as like, hey, you're giving them hundos. It's so exclusive. You're just not going to ever do that anything for us like this. Yada yada yada. What happens to your hardcore players? Why you didn't get this? Why didn't you give us that? Whatever the case may be. As jealous as I was myself, I wasn't that crazy when to go to the point where if you get the hundo or shundo from within your background, that's exclusively to the people who are able to get to that point. It's like.
I was like, above my pay grade.
Basically, although Scopely, you're listening to us. We got 10 more years. Sponsor us. Anyhow. But yeah, it was one of those things that you get to experience it. It was mostly because of the experience. The whole 10 years, we finally made it here. We made it to the point where it was the vision of the game from the very beginning. So it was like, if you were to be able to get to it, that's great because it wasn't just creators, it wasn't just celebrities, it was, community ambassadors around the area. They were able to bring their +1. A lot of people were able to actually get it. Cool. But of course, the world was still, pretty salty about the whole thing because they gave them a guaranteed hundo Mewtwo or Shundo if you were that lucky. And things were going, a little on the wrong side when it comes down to the community, just for how it was. However, not too long ago, literally about 4 days ago, on Wednesday of this week, they did one final announcement. And actually, I can get this part on the news because we could have probably talked about it anyways. Here. All right. So every trainer can celebrate 10 years of Pokemon Go with a special Mewtwo. So they do actually have a YouTube video for this whole thing, which is actually kind of nice, but I feel like if I actually play this one, I may get copyrighted. So I'm not going to play it this time around, but however, it will be on the link down below or any other podcast feeds or anything. Just go watch it. It's actually pretty cool. It shows a lot of different things. But in the insert of the blog, celebrate 10 years of Pokemon Go. As a part of the 10-year anniversary celebration, trainers around the world will be able to enjoy a free time research leading to an encounter with a Mewtwo with max out stats and a special background. Mewtwo cut from the time research will also have a third Mega unlock for Mega Mewtwo Y. We're excited to mark this milestone by sharing this special reward with trainers everywhere. Let's celebrate the journey we've taken together over the past 10 years. The research does expire, however. It goes all the way until Sunday, September 6th. So if you haven't played or opened Pokemon Go since, it's opportunity to open it out. So there's two last things that we gotta mention. Now, of course, everybody got this. Chris, me, everybody in the entire Muddy that plays Pokemon Go got this. However, it says right here, trainers who caught the Mewtwo at the in-person Times Square event on July 9th will receive a Mewtwo with different stats and at different rewards. And then, of course, the Mewtwo with actually, this is a very important one, and I don't know why this is like a little thing. Mewtwo with a Times Square background will be available again at some point in the future. So this basically shows and tells us that this is not the last time we'll see that background. Although it's very exclusive right now. Like, you really can't get it anywhere unless you really find somebody that wants to trade it for it. But that's, a guarantee. Hopefully not a guarantee Shundo or Hondo. But yeah, so with that being said, everybody and their mother started opening the game.
Mom?
It's like, Mom? It's like, which makes sense, It's like when you... And everybody was getting the notifications. It's like, hey, log into Pokemon Go. You get a special Mewtwo. Things like that. You get an email about it. Things like that. So people were going crazy. And of course, when I found out about this, it was right after Raid Hour. It was just a normal Raid Hour anyways. I was out with my friends. And then all of a sudden, I was like, oh, everybody's going and talking about this on Twitter and things like that. I was like, well, now I get to catch mine with my friends. So that's cool. None of them got Shandos. But now I get to ask... Did you get one, Chris?
I mean, I already have 2. Well, I mean, what would a third one be? No, I didn't get a third Shun.
Okay, I was about to say if you were at this point, I would have quit this podcast right here and then. It's like,
Julie hasn't played Pokemon Go in a long time, but I'm logging into hers to check hers.
Okay, good.
But like also because I just need to get some lucky Pokemon to level up.
Yeah.
But yeah, nobody I know got a lucky hundo, but I did tell all my coworkers to grab their hundo.
Yeah, so
I think the craziest part though is that you get a Mega Y with the 3 Mega like hearts already.
Yeah, so let's go into the hundo category
I wish it was
now.
the X, though.
Well, I mean, you need the energy for that. So if we go to the hundo category, this is the Mewtwo that we are looking at. So it has a special background, the world background. This is actually a pretty cool background, to say the least. One of the best ones, second to probably the New York one. But the New York one was basically just New York Times Square. This one is a revolving world. It's like animated and everything, which is not a lot of like other backgrounds that has it. I mean, there's a few here and there, but the whole world background is actually pretty cool. Mine is already maxed out. It's the only hundo Mewtwo with a background that I have after everything that I did over the summer, which is crazy. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's cool. Now, do I know people who got the Shando? Unfortunately, yes. The first one was my friend Edgy, who I went to Chicago with, and we rated like crazy, and of course he gets the Shando. After my friend Edgy he's a longtime player that was in around the area before.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I jealous as it is, because again he did way more raids than I did during that time in New York, so that's how he gets his Shando, I guess, especially with a background. Another person from our Discord, a friend of ours from Mythical Hitch, actually got the Shando too, so I congratulate them, but jealous as it is. And then the last one, a friend of mine, actually my coworker of mine, who only opens the game once every other lifetime, got that notification, said that, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and check this out, and starts texting me, and I'm like, you'll get a kick out of this. I'm like, I got this notification in the game. I'm like, oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Why? So, yes, a friend of mine who only plays the game once a year got the Shando Mewtwo out of the entirety of this. So.
It does open it up for future legendaries and stuff like that, future hundos to be given out.
Well, I mean,
I'm not against.
What's your biggest thoughts when it comes down to what we got from the... Now, mind you, the entirety of the world was batching about the people who were basically getting canceled for being in New York when, they were able to get to that point. But still, it's like now everybody got one. And the people who were there also didn't get a hundo. So, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
What are your real thoughts that Scopely either did us a favor or just said, we're just going to fix this problem right now?
Yeah, my thought process is I didn't agree with them doing the in-person one for only people they invited.
Right.
I can almost get behind them giving it out for like an in-person event like GoFest or something.
True.
Like that kind of scenario just to make it a little bit more memorable. Or, just do what they have been doing and have the background be rateable there. But anyways, the way that they implemented it for this drop, I got no problems with because everybody got the same thing.
Yeah.
Plus, the people that want to talk about, it takes out the rarity and like all the fun or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys do realize you still have to raid a lot to power this up to level 50. And then, get all the mega energy and all that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It already has the mega already unlocked up to like the third.
Yeah, but you still got to raid for the other one too. So.
Yes, and then also, it's a limited thing. It's not going to be in the game for the end of time.
Right.
So only the people that are like playing right now or logging in right now just to grab it are going to get it. So.
Yeah. No, it's interesting to say the least. I mean, there's also the whole fiasco where people can just make new accounts, which, it does break terms of services, and we don't condone that, to just go ahead and get the Mewtwo's and then just go ahead and transfer them anyways. It's like, especially if you get a shiny one and then kind of stuff. So I won't do that because, I done my part when it comes to this game. You can see it on the screen right now. I have 600 Mewtwo's over the course of however many years, all maxed out. Not all power up to max X and Y because I don't have the energy for every single one, but I do have an energy for the ones that I want to. But 6 maxed out Honda Mewtwo's. One of them could have been Shando, just because the game hates me that much. But that's RNG for you, It's like, it's the thrill to know that it's possible. And knowing that at that point, it's how we want to play this game, It's like, and then there's of course the other side of the coin where people are always like, oh, I have already this many Shandos and Hundos and everything, so why are you giving me just one after I did so many X-rates and so many things and spend so much money when it comes down to this? I'm like, dude, chill. I mean, you chose to do that. We didn't know we were all gonna get a Hundo, but at the same time, it's just another reward, It's like I've seen people just transfer them because people don't care about them anymore. I know it's crazy to know it's that you're transferring a Honda Mewtwo with a special background while you're writing thousands and thousands of rates. It's wasting more money than we think we can. But hey, that's how it works. That's how in the end of the day, the voices out there. Now, of course, the voices of like the people complaining are probably less than 1% because it's the people just go into the void and into X or Reddit or whatever place they go and they just basically, voice their opinions and things like that. Everybody else is happy about this. It's not a bad thing. So yeah, my final thoughts is also thinking that either Scopely thought that it's possible or was it just a plan all along? Like our friends at Lurap said, was this the initial plan to finally give us something after 10 years of grinding and promoting and even just in general enjoying this game, So this is our reward. Maybe in the next 10 years we get a Hondo Arceus or something. Who knows? Who knows? But hey, here's to 10 more years. Hopefully we get something cool out of it in the end of the day. But hey, it is what it is in that regard. That's my final thoughts, really. But yeah, so Mewtwo, that's pretty cool. Last Hondo that I actually got and almost forgot to share was just a Hondo Benelite from whatever ice event that we had previously. I just catch up my stack and all that. So let's end it at that when it comes down to the handles. How about that? That's the real grind, you know. So, all right, so let's get into a little bit here and there of news. How about we talk about the dates of Community Day, brother?
The dates.
Oh.
Yeah. So the next season's Community Days are going to start Saturday, September 12th, and it's going to be Community Day Classic. The one after that is going to be Saturday, October 10th, 2026. What the? And then Saturday, November 21st is going to be the one after that. And then, of course, Community Days aren't the only events on the horizon. So these are some dates that you're going to want to keep in mind if you want to play any of these events. There's going to be a Super Mega Raid Day on Saturday, September 19th. There's going to be a Catch Mastery event on Saturday, September 26th. On Saturday, October 3rd, there's going to be a Max Battle Day. And then there will be a Hatch Day, Saturday, October 17th. They really like Saturdays, huh?
Well, it is what
and
the
then,
usual events are.
Yeah. And then there's going to be another Max Battle Day on Saturday, October 24th. And a Super Mega Raid Day on Saturday, October 31st. And another Super Mega Raid Day on Saturday, November 28th. They're making this a very mega event for this season.
This
like
season it's wild when it comes down to it. Why is it that we're getting so much megas rates? Actually, it's I know that we got a lot of new megas in Legend CA, but I would think that they want to spread it out a little bit in the future. You know, it's like having 3 super mega raid days within the same season kind of feels like they're kind of pushing us to finish a few things here and there. Do you remember when megas came around and then all of a sudden we were not getting them that often, right? We were getting at least one every other season or maybe every season at this point, right? Do you remember that?
For the megas?
Yeah, for the regular megas, the ancient megas.
They were pretty spread out.
Yeah.
But I think they got kind of intimidated by how many came out with this last game.
I mean, I guess, but
you don't think so?
It was like an extra 20 plus, right? Let me do the math here real quick. Hold on, just because we got internet. Say how many new megas were added in CA? 26. 26 new megas, and that's adding, of course, the ones from the DLC, the Mega Dimensions and all that. And then how many megas are in total in Pokemon? Currently are 96 megas with 26 of the new ones introduced. So, I mean, that's still not that bad. I mean, less than 100 is not, it's okay, but I would feel that I still would feel like they want to maybe spread out the love of the new megas at this point, instead of having so many close buys in the same season. 1 is fine, 2 is acceptable, but 3, unless it is something that's gonna change the way that we look at things. But I don't know. That's just my opinion in the end of the day. They're not gonna, of course, give us the more overpowered ones like Excalibur or something like that in the near future, but that's just my opinion also. Community days and classics and all that stuff are pretty nice too, I guess.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see which super mega raid days they do. Like, do you think it's going to be some repeats, or do you think it's all going to be new?
I don't mind repeats, but I think it's a little too early for repeats. I mean, we already got about 6 to 8 new megas so far. Like, okay, so if we count down the new legends, we got Dragonites, Malamar, Victreebel. That's what were introduced in the first half of the season of the year. Then we got Phalanx, Skarmory, Raichu X and Y, and then Mewtwo. But Mewtwo doesn't really count as the new megas just because it was part of the equation anyways. And so that's 6 technically. Am I missing something? Oh, Starmie is gonna come out this season or this next weekend. So that's pretty much it that I can think of. We don't have Scraggy yet. We don't have Barnacle, Electros, or even Excadrill. Yeah, I can't think of any other one right now. Oh, and I guess, well, actually, we'll get to that point in a second. But yeah, that's really all I can say about that. You got anything add to their? I don't even know what I want to say anymore.
I just think there's definitely going to be a lot of like, I don't want to say small, but a lot of um, less. Hey, I need to spend money on this kind of event, kind of things. Um, I mean, like Mega Raid Days and stuff. I love getting the Mega, but I don't feel like I have to raid it until Oblivion to get a Shundo. I just raided enough to get the Mega Energy, and then I'm out.
Yeah, I try to at least get enough to get it to level 4, so I don't have to worry about grinding for it in the future. But I'm missing Mega Energy for Malamar and Victorville just because I didn't do enough for the Mega level 4. And Raichu, actually. Raichu just didn't get the chance to really do that many in that sense. But hey, they'll come back with better bread, All right, so that's that on those dates. Let's talk about some exciting finale news because we finally got them. I kind of knew that was going to happen by the time I released the podcast last week, but a final summer surge of Mega Energy is approaching. So a powerful new chapter is almost here. Return tomorrow. Wait, what? Where's all the information? Am I missing something? Okay, so why did they give us this and this? Wait, did we talk about this already? No.
We only talked about our what we thought was going to happen, and I think the image kind of supports that. But
yeah, no, I'm just
no info.
I know that they released the info already. Where is the info? Is it just on X? Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick, guys. I thought that was the info. I guess I just, I copy and pasted information. Let me see here. Okay, so Pokemon Go, Naked, that's the world. Yeah, they did announce it. So why is this not part of... okay, so it wasn't in like the regular blog post. It was in, whatchamacallit, the... Hold on, let me get this right so you guys can see what I'm talking about. There we go. Yeah, so it wasn't like a regular post, but it was part of like the information of the finale or something like that. So the season or the Go Fest finale kind of stuff. So that's why I couldn't find it for a second there. But no, we do have information about this, and I guess I should probably also give it to you because I completely forgot that it's not on the thing. Let me just share it on Discord here so you guys can see it too.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. So Pokemon Go Fest Mega Finale 2026. What happened?
Oh no, I'm just smiling.
Oh, okay, cool. Smile to the camera next time. All right. So this is happening on Saturday and Sunday, September 5th and September 6th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. local time. So as we mentioned before, this is a 2-day event with short little notice technically. So hopefully a lot of people can actually enjoy this. Mega Ascension. So from Monday, August 31st at 10 a.m. to Friday, September 4th at 11:59 p.m. local time. And there's also the Go Pass Mega Finale, which will be available on Monday, August 31st. So we got a week's worth of event too on this one, and nobody has a day else for this. So what's new? So as the Pokemon Go 2026 finale draws closer, signs of extraordinary mega power events are beginning to appear. What does the end of summer have in store? Well, let's join and find out. So basically it just says, rally together for a world of mega conclusion in the Go Fest 2026. Choose your path, mega evolution, team gameplay, rotating habitats, all that. So it just basically is, if you think about it, another mega finale, another Go Fest event just on the summer ends. says, during the lead up to the main event weekend, trainers can choose Chespin, Fennekin, or Froakie to begin a Mega Evolution focused journey leading to Mega Evolving them into Mega Chestnut, Mega Delphox, or Mega Greninja. That's the reason why the nice little picture on top. If you haven't seen their Megas, this is their Megas and how they look. So that's pretty cool. Then, during the Mega Finale weekend, challenge Mega Mewtwo X and Y during Super Mega Race to collect Mewtwo with a special background. Okay. Let's keep going before we actually get this much stats. So, the highlights is, of course, choosing your Kalos first partner Pokemon and prepare for the Mega Finale. So, you get to choose either one of the three. You get a time research to get the Go Pass Finale, which will include rewards to Mega Evolve the Pokemon you choose. I'm pretty sure you can choose the ones that you have previously, so you just get one of these anyways. Mega X and Y raids will be available, and the schedule, as you know, when you Mega Favor Mega Raid Boss will appear, your community, and all that. So Mega Mewtwo returns. X will be appearing on Saturday, September 5th. And Y will appear on Sunday, September 6th. I'm just not really caring about this right now, but in a lot of different ways. Pokemon GO most mega event yet. So brace yourselves for the return of many mega evolved Pokemon. Say that a couple times faster. That have appeared in Pokemon GO. Then don't miss this mega challenge and the chance to catch them. So there's images of all the Pokemon. So we got Dragonite, Victreebel, Failings, the X and Y Raichu, Skarmory, Starmie, and Malamar. Basically the ones that I mentioned before all of this. So that's pretty nice. A new special background. So Pokemon's caught from Mega Raids during the Mega Ascension event and Mega Finale weekend may have a Mega Evolution Team special background. Starting during the Mega Ascension event, when a Pokemon with a Mega Evolution Team special background is Mega Evolve, its background will have an additional effect for the duration of the Mega Evolution. And if you're actually watching the stream right now, you can see what happens from the regular Mega symbol to the Mega Evolve symbol once you Mega Evolve the Pokemon in the background. So it's pretty cool to see it. What do you think, Chris?
For the Megas?
For the background.
Oh, for the background.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a sucker for backgrounds, right?
Yeah.
So I'll take any background I can get.
Especially this one that just Mega Evolve your Pokemon and all that. So that's pretty cool, I guess. There's, of course, new avatar items, which is the Chestnut, Delphos, and Greninja t-shirts. Which one you going to pick?
Honestly, I'm a Froakie guy. I think, and the only reason I say that is I just think Greninja is pretty cool. I'm not a fan of Chestnut, but I love Chespin. So I'll see how I'm feeling.
My first Pokemon in Kalos was actually Chespin. I went with Chespin for my playthrough, and then Greninja just grew on me later on.
Yeah, he's not a bad Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a good one. Choose your Pokemon starting with the Megas. Of course, it says a branching time research story will have trainers choose Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie. Why do you keep wanting me to say all of this again? Your choice determines the Go Pass Finale rewards, which you receive, and which Kalos first Pokemon Mega Evolution rewards you'll work on. The free Mega Go Pass Finale includes enough Mega Energy to Mega Evolve your chosen partner Pokemon's. Trainers who upgrade to the Go Pass Deluxe can earn enough additional Mega Energy to raise their partner's Pokemon's Mega level. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Of course, they do show you what each one of their Megas is, which is pretty insane to know. They also give you a little bit of background on each one of them. I'm not going to read all of this because you can just find it anyways. All right, so Mega Finale. September 5th to the 6th at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. local time, as always. And I'm just repeating everything at this point because I feel like they're just talking about what's going on here. During the Go Fest finale, rotating habitats will feature Pokemon tied to mega powerful Mega Evolutions. Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie will appear across the event habitats as trainers progress through the Mega Finale. That's cool. Okay, so this is the schedule that they have. The following habitats and Mega Rainbows will rotate during the event hours. A total of 8 habitats. 4 will appear each of event during 2 times each. Mega Mewtwo X and Y will appear in Super Mega Race at certain gyms. All of the gyms, only Mega Race will appear during the event hours. Raybosses will rotate with active habitats. Pokemon caught from Mega Raids during the events may have a Mega Evolution team-based special background. So this is actually something interesting. The Pokemons that we mentioned previously, the Dragonite and Victreebel, etc., they're not going to be in Super Mega Raids. They're going to be in regular raids. Regular Mega Raids. So we don't have to worry about breaking shields on those. We can get the Mega Energy and their backgrounds, or, if you're lucky enough to get the backgrounds. And the only ones that will appear in Super Mega Raids will be Mewtwo. How do you feel about that?
I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
I do like that they release the new Megas with a Super Mega Raid Day, though.
True. Which, it makes it a little more challenging when it comes down to the Pokemons or the teams that you have to pick and, how to get the community together. But if we can just go ahead and battle a Dragonite without having to worry about the shields anymore, I'll take that. I'll branch out from X and Y because we've done enough X and Ys anyways. I could use a little more X Mega Energy, but
I think I'll hit some X's,
yeah,
to be honest.
Yeah, but honestly,
whichever one I need more energy for, I don't know.
I need more X, but that's because I expend them more than a Y.
I mean, they're giving us all the the Hundo Y and everything, so.
True, that's the only reason why I don't get much about that Mewtwo, anyways. So again, Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie will be in every habitat. However, there's other Pokemons that will also be appeared throughout the season. Throughout the events. On Saturday, we have a lot of grass types on the first 2 hours. The first hour, and 2 to 3. I'm sure basically showing all the ones, so just some notable ones, because if you can find Shandos of this will be interesting, at least in my opinion. Bellsprout has Victreebel, so Mega Victreebel is one thing. Pinsir and Scissor also could have, Megas, so hopefully finding Shandos of those will be cool. Venipede does have a Mega in the future, so that's another one that you want to look into. And that's pretty much it. The other ones are just the starters and things like that. During that hour, you're also going to see the Mega Raids, Victreebel, Mega Victreebel, Beedrill, Pinsir, and Mega Abomasnow. And of course, X and Super Mega Raids. We go to the Mindward Canal. Staryu has a Mega that will appear this weekend, so that's pretty nice. Abra has a Mega. Slowpoke has a Mega. Rawls has a Mega. Medicham has a Mega. Okay, so almost every single one of them has a Mega. Esper will have a Mega in the future. Binacle will have a Mega in the future. Clauncher is still a pretty cool Pokemon to catch anyways. But, those are your Mega choices. All Mega choices is pretty nice. And, of course, there are Mega options for the Mega Raids. Erie Valley. Ghastly, Houndour, Shuppet, Lakewood has a Mega in the future. NK, well, of course, we know that. And that's pretty much it on those Megas, at least the notable ones. So, get more candies for those when you can, so that way you'll be ready for the Megas that do appear in the future. And then the Circuit Plaza. Again, this is all Saturday. Pikachu, of course, Mareep, Electrike. Tynamo has a future Mega. And that's pretty much it on this by habitat. The other ones are just, random wild spawns that I see every day anyways. So, Mega Raichu X, Ampharos, and Mega Manectric will appear in those hours. And that's mostly Saturday. If we go to Sunday, we have the Iron Frost Works on the first hour of the day. So Onyx, Skarmory, Aeron, Snorunt, female one actually, because you do need the female one for the Mega. Beldum, Dribble, all of those have Megas and future Megas in the future. So that's pretty, exciting. Although I already have my Shanda Dribble, so I don't really need that anyways. The Mega Race is Steelix, Skarmory, Aeron, and Galai, whatever its name is, I guess. Battle District, so I'm guessing the fighting one. Machop, Carvana, Nomal, Venery, Scraggy. So Scraggy, well, we already know Failings, but Scraggy has a future Mega. And the raids, of course, Sharpedo, Camerot, Lopunny, and Mega Failings, if you need the Mega Energy for that. So that's pretty nice. I still do need a Shanda Failing, so I will be hunting for that eventually. But do I have the Hundo? I think I do. Anyhow, Skyline Roast, or Roost, whatever they call it. Magikarp, Aerodactyl, Dratini, Swablu, Megan, and then, of course, that's pretty much it. Those are the megas that you're really looking for. Of course, the starters, but that's its own story. Gyarados, Aerodactyl, Dragonite, and Alteri will be Mega Raids, and then Mewtwo X. And then the last one, Prism Primate. So this is mostly the Fairy Psychic one. I don't know. Pikachu, of course. Clefairy has a future Mega. Or Clefable, I should say. Sableye, Mawile, and Audino have Megas. And then everything else is just, nice to catch in the end of the day. Furfur will be in this one, so that's a pretty nice addition. Mega Raichu Y, Sableye, Mawile, and Audino will be in raids. And of course, hunting for the backgrounds is going to be a thing eventually, I guess I should say. And it says right here, a special note to trainers, which is, the daily discoveries, seasonal mega raids, seasonal 5-star raids, seasonal shadow raids, and all that will not be taking place during the Ascension event. This is basically the same thing, that the weekly things that we have during the week, they're not going to, appear throughout the entirety of the week. So that's interesting in the end of the day. Bonuses. No raid limit, no remote raid limit starting on Saturday, September 5th, all the way to Sunday, September 6th. All Mega Evolved Pokemon will receive an extra CP boost from Saturdays the 5th to the 6th. Trainers who upgrade to the Gold Pass Deluxe will also earn bonus candy, XL candy, and experience from Mega Raids, and an increased chance of encountering shiny Pokemons from a certain Mega Raids and event Pokemon encounters. Yeah, sure.
Super boosted. You heard it here first.
Super boosted, I know, right? There's the time researches for the encounters of the starters. Mega Ascension. Okay, so this is basically the week leading up to the finale. Goodness, that's a lot of information. Which it starts on Monday, August 31st, all the way to Friday, September 4th. A lot of megas, I should say. And I don't know if it's all super mega raids, but we'll see this. Mega raids. The following mega evolved Pokemon appear in raids during the Mega Ascension event. Okay, so if you don't really get them through the weekend, if you're planning to do it through the weekend alone, this is basically the week that you can target a few things. So on Monday, we're going to have the combination of the 3 new super mega raids that we had previously. Victreebel, Dragonite, and Malabar. Now, I have a question about this. Are you looking at this specific picture?
For Malamar?
No, for all 3 of them. Like on Monday, August 31st. Are you seeing the three Pokemon that appear in there? So, what's wrong with this picture?
What am I missing? Oh. For how many?
No, it's just in general. Why is only Dragonite, not Mega Evolve in the picture?
that is pretty funny. Huh?
It's like you got Victreebel, you got Malamar, they're in the Mega forms, but why is Dragonite not Mega in this one?
Somebody didn't get the memo.
I always say that Niantic Cat was a thing. Now Scopelic's Rat is finally there. So I don't know. So they just don't know how to actually see the picture itself. Anyhow, Tuesday, September 1st, you can actually raise Mega Failings. And again, you don't have to worry about the shields. They're not going to be there. They're just going to be regular raids. Regular Mega Raids, I should say. Wednesday, we got Skarmory. Thursday, we have Starmie, which surprisingly enough, we'll get Starmie this weekend. And by the time this week comes around, we're still going to be in regular Mega Raids. So, woohoo, I should say. And then Friday, we'll get X and Y Raichus. So if you really thought that you were not going to see these Megas for a good while, hello, we got a week of it. So get your chances on this anyways. Of course, it does say if you're lucky you may encounter shiny ones. That's one thing. However, Mega Latias and Mega Latios may also appear in Mega Raids throughout the Mega Ascension event, which is surprisingly to think that those are actually part of this. But of course, Mega Raids will be the majority of raids during the Mega Ascension events. Other seasonal bonuses will not appear during this time. Or, seasonal raid bosses may appear during this time. During the week, we'll got wild encounters for all the Pokemons that you can actually see They're actually every single one that can mega evolve throughout the week, or mega super mega rates and all that. So you can find your shinies before then. That's pretty nice. Event bonuses for the week. Remote raid pass limit will increase for 30 from Monday from Monday August 31st to September 4th. Time research, branching research for Froakie, Chespin, and Fennekin, and Pokemon's cut from Mega Raids, Super Mega Raids pool can have the special background. So do as you may will on those, New avatar items, and then the Go Pass finale has all of these goodies, energies, and all that for all the starters, which again, I could go all over this, but we pretty much already said everything. You get the shirts and everything that gives you all the information about what the difference is between the regular free pass to the regular deluxe and all that. So, and they tell you how you can get all of that. So that's pretty cool. All right. That's pretty much it. I thought that was like less information, but it's basically the entirety of the season or the event. Are you excited, Chris? Are you ready for another weekend event of raids and everything?
We got the passes, bro. We got the passes.
See, I don't know. I don't know if this actually feels like a good finale,
I don't think it's bad. It's probably just not, what everyone was,
hoping for,
wanting per se.
Well,
I mean, having Mewtwo was like, how are you gonna beat that?
So somebody said this. Why give us the free Hondo Mewtwo now, and now wait until after the finale? It's like kind of defeats the purpose of actually hunting Mewtwo now, because there's no reason to. For a lot of people, they're basically it's like, oh, well, I already got my Hondo, so what's the point? Yes, there is mega energy involved. Yes, it's one of those things that people will want regardless. I like the background before this one actually, but still, when it comes down to Mewtwo, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to have to look for Mewtwo anymore. I mean, I'll do a couple that people want to do it. That's fine, but in general, I prefer to just look for other megas that I want to. It's like I know Steelix and all those really don't pan out to be more, but you can also find the backgrounds for those, and there's just not an incentive for me. Against in my part, it's like I'm sure that people still want to do X and Y. A lot of people actually miss the X and Y caravan out there. I don't know. I'm different this time around. I'm probably not gonna go as crazy as I did for the Go Fest finale, which is me going to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning and then going to raid every single day, every single time for that week. Just because every single other mega raid that I did, I can probably just remote enough to get enough energy for the ones that I have now. So, I don't know. It will be cool, but I don't know.
Yeah, even after all the fun we had with Mewtwo's, I'll still get some raids in for sure.
Yeah. I feel like that we're missing something here. It's just the one last like poof, it's like okay, if you do this, you guaranteed something, or this Pokemon will finally appear or something. It's like we already gone through most of the ultra unlocks from GoFest anyways. I think the last one that we're gonna be fixated on will be actually there's 2 mega unlocks that we have to finish. It is the next event that comes up this week, which is like the water event or something, I think, and or Starmie, super mega raid Starmie. So that's pretty much it. That's all I got. I don't know. If you guys have any opinions about how this goes, let us know, so that way we can share in the podcast at some point. So, all right. So there's a lot of miscellaneous news here. I don't know if I want to go over every single one, and I think we actually ran out of a bit more time and everything. There's a few events happening in Asia Pacific region, like I'll just share it real quick for you guys. Celebrating the PokéXciting events and the party event. I mean, I like the costumes. The Pikachus are kind of crazy with the afro. This is basically a event happening in the Asia Pacific region, like Taiwan or Singapore or even the Philippines and all that. So Make sure you keep eye on those. There are special Stamp Rallies. It's basically like a city experience event and all that, so that's pretty cool. With different Pokemons in the mix, a lot of different stuff with new exclusive areas of Pikachus and all that, so that's pretty cool. Unknowns will be appearing in those events, so that's pretty nice. And this event happening in the Asia Pacific regions will be throughout the month, throughout the year, from September all the way to February of next year. So that's kind of crazy for a 30-year anniversary celebration. Let's see. Yeah, they talk about more of the Stamp Rallies that happen in around those areas. So pretty cool. I wish I could go, but I'm not JT Ballard. I can't travel to all of Asia just to get these Stamp Rallies, which is crazy. That man actually collected every single Stamp Rally in Japan. That's insane. We already talked about the 10-year award. Okay, so let's talk really about this quick gadget that has appeared in our accounts after the last few days. The Explorer Gadget. Now, what do we really think about this? This is basically the equivalent of an in-game Go Plus. Have you tried it out, Chris?
I haven't tried it yet, but I told my buddy about it, and he's like, well, what's the point if we have the Go Plus Plus?
Correct.
I'm like, well, you got to charge it sooner or later.
It's true. So let's get into a little bit.
Still use it while it's charging, I guess.
Yeah. So let's get a little bit of what is rolling out. Now, this should almost be available to every trainer in the world. If it's not, then it's already, getting to that point. But it says basically, it says right here, keep the Pokemon Go adventure going even when your phone is in your pocket. With the new Explorer Gadget, your device will automatically attempt to catch Pokemon and spin stuff whenever you're exploring a park, running errands, or simply taking a screen break. Staying connected to the world Pokemon Go has never been easy. So it says right here that the Explorer Gadget is available for trainees at level 20 or higher. It's a built-in feature that attempts to catch Pokemon automatically by throwing Pokeballs and spinning Pokestops while you explore the real world with Pokemon not actively open on your device. The Explorer Gadget will only use Pokeballs, not Greyballs or Ultraballs. Fair. It says, while playing Pokemon Go with the Explorer Gadget on, you can easily check a summary of what Pokemon were caught, how many were caught, and how many Pokestops were spawned simply by selecting the Explorer Gadget icon. How to use it. Okay, so, it tells you how to activate. It says, feel free to lock your screen and enjoy the world around you. While you move at a casual pace with your smart device on your person, the Explorer Gadget runs in the background, automatically attempt to catch Pokemon and spinning Pokestops. The Explorer Gadget has a limit of how many Pokemon can it catch and how many Pokestops it can spin based on your trainer level. Once it has reached its limit, the gadget will stop its active for the day. Could be. Additionally, if you have no more space left in your Pokemon storage or items, the Explorer Gadgets will stop catching Pokemon or spinning stops, respectively. So do note, for trainers using an accessory like the Go Plus Plus, you do not need to unpair the accessory device to use the Explorer Gadget, but the gadget and a paired accessory device cannot be active at the same time. And also, the gadget will not attempt to catch certain Pokemon, such as Pokemon that are not registered into your Pokédex or any Mighty Pokemon in the future. So some questions that a lot of people had is like, what if I have the Go Plus Plus or other type of accessory device to Pokemon Go? If you already use a paired device like Pokemon Go Plus Plus, you can still easily use the Explorer Gadget. From the map view, you can see whenever your Explorer Gadget or paired device is currently active. If you have an accessory device paired with Pokemon Go active to the with the gadget by selecting it from the key items section in your item box. While you cannot choose between using the Explorer Gadget or physical device, they cannot be active at the same time. Now, if you do switch from the gadget to the Go Plus, the gadget will end its daily activity, and then you'll have to reset it for the next until the next day, basically. I don't know. I tried it, and actually I can go ahead and show it to you guys here. Let me see if I still have everything on for you guys. Probably not, because I had my phone off for a second here. All right, give me just a moment to reset everything here. But so far, what do you think, Chris, about this whole gadget thing?
I think it's definitely nice. I think it definitely helps the people that don't have the Pokemon Plus or the Pokemon Go Plus or the Plus Plus. So I definitely don't see a problem with it. I thought it was pretty funny to see pop up. I don't know how much I'm going to be using it with the Plus Plus. It's probably just going to be if I forget to pack it.
Yeah, now I had a good suggestion from our friends at Lure Ups that if if you're not using your Go Plus for anything, but you put it on sleep mode or something for your Pokemon Sleep or whatever the case may be, you can just go ahead and activate the Explorer Plus for the night, and you don't have to worry about anything else that happens. So
good point.
So I have now activated my Explorer gadget. This has turned on. I am level 80, so I am able to catch up to 80 Pokemons in 80 stops. There are some Pokemons in the map. Now you can see that it's not really doing anything because the Go Plus Plus will actually attempt to catch the Pokemons as soon as it's turned on. I have to lock my screen and just wait. Now there's also a thing where it says it will only be active if you're moving around instead of stationary. Which, it's cool and all, but there are times where the game just suddenly crashes and things like that. Now, I have tried it when I just force close the game after I activate it and I don't do anything else. But every time I do go back in for like a few more minutes, it only catches one Pokemon. And then that's pretty much it. So I don't know if you need to open the game every now and then for the spawns to return, and the gadget will actually try to catch those after you put the Pokemon to the game to sleep again. And I don't know. It just seems interesting. I haven't really tried it that much after that. You haven't either, yeah?
For what, sir?
For the gadget. You haven't actually tried much of it anymore, right?
No. I have not used it yet, but I do want to test it.
I want to see. Now that we gave it a couple minutes, I'm going to go back into the game. And it hasn't caught anything. It's not even feeling like it's doing anything. So I'm going to force the game now. And just going to wait another 2 minutes. So let's go into the next part of news real quick. And then let's wait into what this gadget's supposed to do. All right, so there is, again, other stuff found around the world. There's this new, well, not new, but this is actually like something that they have done before. This is Dance Under the Moon with Clefairy. This takes place from Wednesday, September 23rd to September 27 in located areas in Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Indonesia, Singapore, Hong Kong, and Malaysia. So Clefairy Day, Clefairy Month, and I think I can have a special background. Yeah, Clefairy with a special background, time research, and all that stuff. So you technically have to be there for all of this. They have done this before when it comes down to the moon, to that moon thing and everything. So, it's exciting if I wish I can be there. But I'm not. So it is what it is. And yeah, some more stuff about the PokéXciting events that's happening in other areas of the world. And that's pretty much it on that. I really, if I could go over this whole thing, but I feel like that unless I'm over there, there's really no point of me going over it. So it just seems exciting. Maybe if whoever actually gets this Pikachu with the afro, please help me get it. So at least train me eventually, please. That'd be pretty nice. Anything else in Pokemon Go that you may or may have remembered that had happened in this last week, Chris? I'm gonna guess now from the think of your thoughts right here.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. I can't think of anything that popped up other than the people talking about the perfect Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Not too much going on.
Yeah, I would think so too. All right, I just went in again to Pokemon Go and it has done anything. So I don't know what's going on with this game. I'll just let it be at this point. All right, so there's it on Pokemon Go news. I know we probably just didn't cover a lot of the Asia stuff, but again, it's like we're running a little late. So let's move on for some main series stuff real quick, because there is some interesting information happening here. The world of Pokemon is going to change a lot starting next year, because they announced not too long ago that as of October, you'll be able to use your Switch, Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red, and then transfer Pokemons to Pokemon Home and have those for the first time, which is actually kind of cool. People have been playing those games for as nostalgia and all that stuff. However, starting in February of next year, after the 31st year anniversary, the connections of Pokemon Bank, which is our connections to the all series, starting from Gen 1 to Gen 7, and the 3DS era and all that stuff, will be ending services as of that date. Meaning that if you are a fan of, let's say, Black and White, or the virtual consoles like Crystal or things like that, if you're wanting to get something specifically from those old games, this is your last chance from now until February of 2027. Now, why am I mentioning this? Well, we always had that small little service link from the old games to the new ones. There was a lot of means to get to it, because you had to transfer from one series to another, and Gen 1, Gen 2, and all that stuff, all the way to Pokemon Bank, so you can transfer it, and then finally get it to Pokemon Home, which is not a bad thing, has never been a bad thing, but there's some exclusive stuff in the old series that a lot of people grind for. This will not be possible until after the release of this. Or I'm sorry, not the release, but the ending services of Pokemon Bank. Chris, have you actually done a lot when it comes down to the old series games before? Pokemon Bank and everything?
I played up to Gen 4.
Okay.
And then I stopped there until Pokemon GO came out, and then that's what got me back in.
Mm-hmm.
But the old stuff, I didn't really do anything with Pokemon Bank or anything.
Really? So you never really transfer anything from like an old game that you had all the way into Home and everything?
I think I might have done like one or two Pokemon from the old games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which ones though, and I do pretty much like to keep the Pokemon inside of their original games typically.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Which it's not for everybody that has played all the series. Like, I have played them all. I don't have every single one of them. I think I have maybe Yellow and Silver here and there, but I don't have my Sapphire or any of those games anymore. But of course, those were the GBA or the Game Boy Advance era and all that stuff. Now, I do have a lot of the DS games. I have Pearl, I had Diamond, I had Diamond, I had Platinum, which I think I lost at some point. Black and White 2. Then, of course, Omega Ruby or Ava Sapphire. I had basically all of those. Which is cool that, all those games are still available to me since I kept them all these years. And I transfer a lot of things that I kept. I always started new files and everything, so I never really had the original team that I started with. But now that I don't really need them, because most of the games now have given me the ability to catch any Pokemon from here on out, it's just the nostalgia of it. It's like I want to go maybe one day go back and be like, hey, I can finally catch this Pokemon now that I have time to do it, and then maybe transfer all the way to Pokemon Home and keep them as as a keepsake in that sense, or use it in battle or something like that, like a Charizard all the way from Generation 1 or something like that was able to get to this point. I don't know, it just seemed like it's kind of like bittersweet to know that the ability to do that is going to end pretty soon. They have given us time, because even though they did end the whole Nintendo, or not Nintendo, but the internet era of the DS world way back at like maybe 4 years ago or 5 years ago. They kept Pokemon Bank open for a little bit, and a little bit is actually quite a bit. It's been a couple of years now that I think about it. It was meant to end eventually, because now this new generation on the Switch and future games and future consoles will probably be, the future of what we see. Now we have as early as Generation 1 in the Switch, thanks to the re-releases of Fire Red and Leaf Green. There are rumors that Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire will be coming to the Switch soon. And who knows what's going to happen in the future. Maybe we'll finally get the ability to see the DS eras like Diamond and Pearl or Black and White. They use 2 screens into those kind of things. But also I'm thinking that they might do a few remakes for the next few years to keep us at bay until we get to that point. That's really all there is to it. People are saying it shouldn't be this way, that we should always have a way to do things, but I'm sure that aside from what we have, the community will get, started about something about this, to help us continue these adventures to the future. I don't know. It just seems something that I wanted to talk about anyways. So, all right. So that's pretty much it. I don't think there's much to cover unless Chris has one last little piece of news or anything that I should know about.
Today's my daughter's first birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Oh my goodness. It's been a year?
Yes. Isn't that crazy?
Jesus. Oh, wait. Today was? Did you guys do a party or something?
We're actually coming down to town to celebrate with our moms.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna be here tomorrow or something?
I'll be in town tomorrow if you want to meet up for a minute.
We don't have a lucky tray, don't we?
I think we're having the party on Tuesday.
Okay. I don't think we have a lucky tray, right? No, we're remote only.
No. Hey, who knows? Let's open the gift right now.
Open my gift right now. It's like live here, y'all, to see. I mean, we could also do a remote and we'd be happy because we've been remote friends for a minute. Dun 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 dun. Also, this spoiler Gadget did catch me a Pokemon.
He caught you a Pokemon?
Yeah. Also, we didn't lucky.
No lucky today.
Well, I went to my journal just now and I saw that it says right here, Oddish ran away from the Spoiler Gadget, Scorbunny was caught by the Spoiler Gadget, and then Sandra ran away. So it was like the 3 Pokemons that I saw there or something. So interesting. No Hondos anyways. So, but yeah, I mean, if you have the time, that's cool. I mean, it's gonna be a long day for me tomorrow anyway, so we'll figure it out if we can. So, well, that's it. That's all I got. So thank you so much for everybody listening to the podcast. We really appreciate it. You can check us out in any of those podcast services fees, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere those places. We would greatly appreciate it if you can leave us a review. We do want to recognize our Patreons, Jim Little supporters, Maddie G, Esper, Willow, KJ the Man, Herbert, Brady G, PJ, TRJT, Fisher JCE, and James. Our executive producers of the network, Monkey Bread, Xander, Kate the Constant, Tish Smith. Elite 4 tier members, also Renee and Giovanni, of course, Boris, yeah. You can email us anything to the purifiedpodcast@gmail.com. You can also follow our social media. I am trying to post a little more on TikTok, so I'll get more information about that soon. If you guys want to join us there, I do have a TikTok that I share other things anyways. You can also join our Discord, it's pretty exclusive if you'd like to, and check us out on YouTube and all those other places if you can. With that being said, Chris, I think it's time to go to sleep. Take us away for the night.
Good night. No, I'm joking. Hope everyone had a fantastic week and they're looking forward to all the mega events that we have to come. Get your storage ready, get your throwing finger ready, and we'll catch you guys next week with even more Pokemon Go news. Be safe. See you guys then. Peace out.
Keep purifying then, everybody, and we'll see you guys in the next one.